did you or did you not give the order to General Marbil?
No.
No. So, General Marbil, are you lying? Sino nagpadala sa kanya sa aeroplano? Sinong team na yun?
Na-establish naman natin, sir, that it is done by the Interpol.
Kanila o nag-order sa'yo? Ay, nandito na tayo eh. Executive privilege ka dyan.
We didn't want to be bullied into a
No,
position.
we're not bullying you, sir.
Nobody's bullying.
We're not
I
bullying
think
you,
that
sir. We're not bullying you, sir.
the privilege is a valid excuse not to answer any question.
President Duterte is already at The Hague.
Tapos na
We're
ang
asking
boxing.
kung sino nagpadala doon sa kanya. General Marbil, kung si General Torre ang pinapa-operate mo doon, ibig bang sabihin na lahat ng actions niya, lahat ng ginawa niya ay sanction mo?
Opo. It's under po ng Philippine National Police po yan.
So lahat ng ginawa niya, sagot mo?
Yes, sir. Opo.
Thank you. That's the PNP that I would like to believe. Whatever your people does or fail to do, sagot mo. Diba?
Just want to clarify, no? Ang sinasabi po natin, all legal po. Ang sinasabi lang, we're just assisting po yung PCTC. That's reasonable po na ang request po is coming from PCTC
I'm not referring to PCTC anymore. Yung sa kabuuhan ng operation.
Dito po sa Philippine National Police, lahat po ng action ng Philippine National under po sa atin, it's all legal po. When it comes to illegal, meron naman po kami mga ginagawa po dyan.
Hindi ko na sinabi illegal. Akin lang, basta yung ginawa ng tao mo, sagot mo. Dahil ikaw ang PNP, di ba? Dapat ganun. Yan man talagang kuhan natin. Trabaho natin. Sagot ko kayo lahat dahil you are carrying out my orders.
Yes, sir. Tama po yan. Kasi ang mandate po ng CID is really to effect po yung mga warrants of arrest po.
Okay, just for the record. Just for the record, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Yes, maraming salamat. Palibhasa inassign nga ni Chief PNP si General Torre bilang lead ng pag-aaresto kay former President. Masasabi ba natin na yung aresto ni PRRD ay CIDG operation?
It's a PCTC operation, ma'am, requested to the Philippine National Police.
Pero kayo ang lead. So ikaw ang masasabi natin. Kitang-kita naman doon sa video, kayo nagmamando, sangkatutak yung pulis, pero kayo yung pinakamatasang rango. Pagkatapos, talagang CIDG operation ng labas. Tama ba yun?
Sa level, ma'am, ng implementation ng orders, pagbigay ng mission, that is led by me, supported by the other units of the Philippine National Police, as directed by the Chief of the Philippine National Police.
That's right, but I did not see any other higher-ranking generals than you. You were the only one there. You were clearly the one leading the pack and determining what would happen next.
Baka hindi lang siguro, ma'am, na nakikita ang ibang high-ranking officers doon sapagkat nakamix sa
sinabi
kanilang...
mo nga, Nick, na you said that sir, ako ang pinakamataas dito.
Yes, sir.
I'm two-star, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so you stick to that.
Pero meron, sir, mga matataas na official doon, sir.
Ikaw,
At together with me, sir,
Sino-sino na mas mataas sa'yo at nagmamando? Wala naman kasi kaming narinig. Ikaw lang ang nandun. Wala namang masama kung ikaw ang inassign. Di syempre, gagampanan mo, di ba?
We are under the direction of the Chief PNP. He was there personally. Ang pag-implement lang, sir, ng actual arrest ay ang aking ginawa, and I operated under that direction to ensure the proper service of the warrant, the observation of the law, protection of the arrested person, and ensuring his safe delivery sa kung saan man siya pinapadala sa akin.
So simple lang. Was it a CIDG operation? Yes or no lang po? Para
no, ma'am. That's a PNP operation.
CIDG bahagi naman ng PNP. Pero sa dinami-dami ng division, sa dinami-dami ng pangkat, sa PNP, CIDG ang pinili ng Chief PNP na maglulunsad nito. Tama po ba?
That is an operation, composite operation. That is an operation headed by a composite team of the PNP led by the director of the CIDG, ma'am.
So, who gave the orders to have President Duterte transported to The Hague? Sino nagbigay sa'yo ng order?
Sir, my order is to serve the order that I received from the Chief of the Philippine National Police is to serve the warrant and ensure his delivery to the 250th Wing, to the team that will deliver him to The Hague. On the nuances of the higher authorities, I may not be privy to that information.
Okay. Hanggang doon lang sa 250. Sino nagpadala sa kanya sa aeroplano? Nagpasakay sa aeroplano?
The order for me, sir, is to deliver him to the team that will deliver him to The Hague. And
Sinong team na yun?
Na-establish naman natin, sir, that it is done by the Interpol.
Interpol? Sinong Interpol doon? Sinong Interpol doon?
Si Ambassador Lacanilaw?
Si kanila o nag-order sa'yo na isakay sa aeroplano?
Sir, I think we have already established. Yung order ko is for me to deliver him to the 250th Wing and deliver him to the team.
Okay,
at assist
nandun na
the
siya
team.
sa 250th Wing. Ngayon, pinilit mo siyang ilabas. Nakita ko pa yung matanda, humawak sa lamisa. Ayaw siya magpadala sa'yo. Ayaw niyang sumakay sa aeroplano. Sino nag-order sa'yo na isakay siya sa aeroplano? Sino nag-order sa'yo?
Can I defer the questions, sir? The answer to the questions to the SOJ, considering that I have a team
you
of
are the
PG
one
there.
there. Wala si SOJ doon. Ikaw ang nagkarga sa kanya sa aeroplano. Kaya tinatanong kita, who gave you the order?
Still, sir, I take my orders from the Chief of the Philippine National Police.
So, Chief PNP, you give the order to have former President Duterte board the plane?
Ma'am, I think that from the very beginning, the DOJ's advice was sought on every step of the way.
Yes,
And
sir.
we gave the clearance to serve the warrant
Yes, sir.
of arrest.
I am asking them because they are on the ground. Sila ang nag-implement doon. Kaya, Chief PNP, you give the order to the CIDG?
The order of to the CID is really to assist the PCTC when it comes to arrest po.
So, sino nagbigay ng order kay General Torre na ipasakay sa aeroplano?
It's always the guidance that ang ano po namin is really to assist ang PCTC po.
Kaya nga, PCTC.
PCTC
Were you the
kayo?
one who ordered the boarding of President Duterte sa aeroplano?
Yes, General Alcantara, please.
Mr. Senator, Madam Chair, I've said from time to time that my mandate is to coordinate our law enforcement agencies to comply with the requirement of the Interpol.
Correct.
And,
I believe you, sir. Coordination ka lang. Coordination ka lang. Pero sinabi ni General Marvel na ikaw daw nag-order sa
That
kanya.
is the limit of my power.
Yeah.
That's the
But
limit.
according to General Marvel, ikaw daw nag-order sa
and
kanila
that is-
na isakay sa aeroplano si
And that
Pangulong
is the
Duterte.
limit also of my authority. That's my mandate.
To
My
have him.
mandate is to coordinate,
Coordinate.
disseminate.
So, for the record, hindi ka nagbigay ng order kay General Marvel na isakay siya sa aeroplano? Hindi. For the record.
For the record, I am not the authority to order the arrest, to order the
So just
boarding of the plane.
categorically, did you or did you not give the order to General Marvel?
No.
No. So, General Marvel, are you lying?
Sir, I'm not lying, but I just want to have the executive privilege po regarding this matter. This
Ay,
operational matter.
nandito na tayo eh. Executive privilege ka dyan.
Bakit naging executive privilege?
Kanina,
bigla?
sinabi mo, PCTC ang nagbigay ng order. Ngayon, mag-executive privilege ka.
Kung sino-sino na tinuro mo.
That's why we didn't want to attend the last
hearing.
hearing because this is what we were expecting, ma'am. We didn't want to be bullied into a position.
No, we're not bullying you, sir.
Nobody's
We are
bullying.
not
I
bullying
think
you,
that
sir. We're not bullying you, sir.
you're trying to make people admit something that they will not admit. And
No,
executive
we're
privilege is
trying
a
to
valid
derive
excuse
information.
not to answer any
Secretary
question.
President
Remulla.
Duterte is already at The Hague.
Tapos na
We are
ang
asking
boxing.
kung sino nagpadala doon sa kanya.
Sino
Yun ang
nag-order?
tanong
We're
natin.
trying to understand every step of
As
the
I said
way.
earlier, everything was cleared with the DOJ.
We are not bullying you, sir. Ha? We want the truth.
That's why if we
So,
try to make a person admit something that should not be admitted, it means that there is something more to it, which is the clearance given by the DOJ was probably the most important part of it, to serve the warrant of arrest and to surrender the person under the law.
I'm sorry, Secretary Remulla. I recall that General Torre, nagbigay siya ng interview na sinabi niya, bigyan lang ako ng eroplano. Ako nang bahala dyan. Tama po ba? Yung nabasa ko, na sinabi niyo, ako nang bahala, basta bigyan ako ng eroplano. Nabasa po namin sa media, fake news po ba yun o hindi?
Kasi kailangan niyo po talaga siyang ilipad sa dahil.
General Torre.
Please panoorin ninyo, nandyan, arrest him, bring him to the Hague, yun lang. Pakita lang.
So paano po binabasa inyo ni PNP Chief Marbil na how did he say that to you? Na no matter what, we need to fly the former president to the Hague and we need to implement the ICC arrest warrant?
Arrest him and bring him to the Hague. Yun lang. Simple as that. Arrest him and bring him to the Hague. Sagot ko lang, sir, bigyan mo ko aeroplano. O di ayos.
And then the rest, you planned everything.
Matagal na yun eh. Ang plano na yan, matagal na yan. Hindi yan spur of the moment eh. Matagal na yan. And nagkataon lang na talagang yun, the opportunity arose.
So Secretary Remulla, nagpa-interview na si General Torre. We're not bullying him. He voluntarily gave this interview. And like many of our countrymen, napanood namin. Sinabi niya na siya talaga. Paano ba yun? Sino nag-utos sa kanya?
Ano nga yan, ma'am? Sabi ko nga, clear namin lahat yan. Kasi they were asking me the
Nino po
legalities.
ninyo,
Even if I was abroad,
clear.
my advice was being sought. And I gave them the advice. That,
So kayo
number
ang
one,
nag-utos?
serve the warrant of arrest. And number two, surrender him to the Hague. That's what the law provides.
So, sir, you're the one giving the orders.
Well, in some ways, because I gave them the legal basis for all the actions that happened.
So, you're the one giving the orders.
If I have to be the one, then if I am the one
No, sir.
that is referred to, I will admit it.
Kasi
that I gave the clearances to number one, serve the warrant of arrest as I saw it, as I deemed fit, and number two, to fly him to the Hague to be surrendered under Section 17 of Republic Act 9851. And then that is, I caused this through my brother,
Yes,
who
sir.
is the Secretary of the Interior and Local Government.
Sir, giving orders is different from giving clearance. Klaruhin natin ito.
Well,
Ang tinatanong ko is, sinong nag-utos? Because PNP is a uniform organization. Hindi yan gagalaw kung wala mag-uutos. Ang tinatanong namin ng komite, sino nag-uutos? Ikaw sabi mo, you're the one giving the clearance. Ngayon, ina-admit mo na parang sinasabi mo na kung gano'n man lang, ako na nagbibigay ng orders. So, nalalabuan ako doon. Kasi sabi mo, nagki-clearance, nagbibigay ka ng clearance sa kanila. Sa kanilang ginagawa.
Kasi
every step of the way.
it's a crisis management time eh. Kailangan maklear lahat. Dapat malinaw mag-isip yung mga taong kasama sa
nasabihan
usapan.
mo na ahead of time. Na-clear na lahat yan.
Tinatanong nila sa akin kung ano nga. Ang sinabi ko talaga dyan, number one, you can serve the warrant. And number two, Hague. Surrender him to the Hague under the law.
So-
That is what the law provides.
So ang ibig sabihin, nalaman na ninyo na may warrant bago pa umabot yung March 11, 3 a.m. na sinasabi.
Hindi po. Nalaman
may clearance
ko,
na before
sasabihin ko
March
sa inyo,
11.
nalaman ko po na merong problema nung March 9, ako po yung nasa airport at sinasabi sa akin, mukhang may mga chismis na merong warrant.
So balik tayo sa
Pero chismis mo yun. Kung alam ko kung totoo yun, hindi na po ako lumipad. I would have stayed here. Pero I had to fly because I had a commitment
So nautusan ninyo ng March
with the
9?
UNODC.
So nautusan ninyo ng March 9 si PNP Chief?
Hindi ho.
Marbil?
Nung dumating po yung warrant, yung diffusion order, pinadala po sa akin yan. Siyempre, ang technology naman, nasa Vienna po ako, kahit iba yung oras. Nung nakita ko po yung diffusion order, sabi ko, that's valid. You can serve it. Tsaka may warrant na kasama kasi yun eh. May warrant po kasama na pinadala sa akin eh. Sabi ko, it's a valid warrant.
Akala ko yung diffusion hindi warrant. Bakit
Hindi ba, may
bumalik na
kasama
naman
ho
tayo sa
warrant yun.
unang usapin?
It had an accompanying warrant which was given to me. And that warrant which was the one that was served to the former president.
Balikan muna natin ang CIDG. Kasi sinabi nga dito sa interview na pinanood natin na alam na ninyo na meron kayong papel sa pag-aaresto. Masasabi ba ninyo na well-planned itong arrest? Kasi it was planned weeks in advance. May nakita tayo dito na naabutan na ninyo, matagal ng plano yan. Pwede ba nating paliwanag itong statement po ninyo, anticipation? Kasi yan ang actually pagdating ko, may plano na. Anticipation ng warrant. Sabi ninyo pagdating nyo. So dumating kayo mga bandang September, meron na yan.
Ma'am, maraming salamat talaga sa tanong na yan. For me to clarify that statement na natitwist na sa social media. That interview is made from the context of the chief of the CIDG. Isang part lamang ng PNP, maliit lang akong parte ng PNP, na may sariling mandato. Kaya tumatakbo sa akin, ma'am, yung crisis, palaging tumatakbo dyan, bilang operations officer, bilang commander, yung 4Ps of contingency planning. Predict, prevent, prepare, perform. Palaging may plano. Dahil nagbabasa ako ng dyaryo, ito, may possibility na lalabas ang mga to. So, naghahanda ako na pag inutusan ako ng Chief PNP, hindi ako magsimula sa zero. So, it's not about anything, about sinister or anything, but it's just part of my job to plan for it. So, ano ang mga dapat pag may lumabas may mga wanted person, in-anticipate natin lalabas ang warrant.
So, hindi pa dumarating yung diffusion notice noong March 11, may plano ka na.
Hindi ko po dinidinayan, ma'am. Part ng aking trabaho ang mag-prepare ng contingencies.
Tama,
para pag
hindi naman
nautusan
kita
ako, naka-ready
binibintang.
po yan, ma'am.
Meron kang interview, sinabi nga na January 2025, nagkumpuni ka na ng secret 80-page plan na ang tawag Operation Pursuit ng New York Times. Ang pagkaintindi natin, Plan Tugis. Tama ba yun?
Wala po akong sinabing ganyan, ma'am. Kung sino man ang source niyan, I'm not very sure about it.
Lumabas sa lahat ng media, sa GMA, pati New York Times, sinabi.
Pwede po nating makita, ma'am, kung
Hindi
if
ko
possible.
alam. Yan lang ang nabasa ko. Yes, General Torre. Bakit siya kinaladkad? Hindi namin maintindihan.
As Attorney Delga has himself admitted, sinasabi niya may medical emergency, may mga opinion ng doctors niya, which is contrary to the opinion of our doctors. And I think we can put that to rest already na walang medical emergency because the President himself, before he landed on a plane, made a video, sent to her daughter, posted on the internet, saying that he's okay. So, I think talagang ngayon,
Hindi ang
nasubstantiate
pasyente
natin.
nagsasabi noon, ang doktor
Ma-
po.
nasubstantiate-
Na personal choice, by the way.
Nasubstantiate
Hindi
natin,
yung,
ma'am,
army doctor.
na wala nga talagang medical emergency. And
Balik
you have the
tayo kay
hindsight
Attorney
of a
Delgra.
2020 vision, 2020.
Okay lang yung collateral damage, yung mga katabi ni Presidente Duterte. Okay lang na saktan, arestuhin, na walang kasalanan yung mga katabi at nandyan para lang sumuko si PRRD.
Ma'am, I do believe that everything that I did during the time are all within the ambit of the law. Kung may mga taong gusto magreklamo at ireklamo ako, I can answer them on the proper forum if they file the appropriate charges in court. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Attorney Delgra, did you think you were going to be the next to be arrested? Ang sinabi
Yes,
ninyo
Madam
kasi
Chair.
ang sinabi ni General Torre nung nakaraang hearing, nung first hearing, you are going to arrest Attorney Delgra. Tama po?
After I arrested A.S. Mijaldea, ma'am, when I came back to the room, I told him, you're the next. So he stepped out and then left PRRD and PRRD said, let's go.
Tinakot mo na, bakit hindi mo inaresto si Attorney Delgra?
He already stopped preventing me from doing my job. So umalis na siya.
How was
There's no
he
need for me.
preventing you? Hindi namin makita sa video, Attorney Delgra. You stopped preventing him. What exactly were you doing that prevented him?
Perhaps if I may recall, just a few minutes before that, Madam Chair, sinabi ni General Torre na inaresto niya na si E.S. Mijaldea at ako na yung susunod. Sa totoo lang, pagkatapos niya, and then eventually, 5 minutes thereafter, sumunod na si former President. And which is not true. Kasi pagkatapos nung umalis na si E.S. Mijaldea, nagbanta pa si General Torre na hihilain ko yan, hihilain ko yan. I was still there beside the President. And actually, I did not left the side of the President. I was pulled out by one of the PNP personnel away from the President. And that's shortly thereafter, few seconds thereafter, they were able to secure the body of the former President. Ando na, maraming mga PNP na who surrounded the former president. And that was when I realized that they were able to secure the former president. And I realized then that he would now be brought to The Hague, as what General Torre has been telling us throughout the day that he will do it.
So, obstruction of justice ang sinasabi ninyo tungkol kay Attorney Delgra at kay E.S. Medialdea, pero hindi na inaresto si Attorney Delgra. Tama po ba? Kasi sumakay na si PRRD sa eroplano.
Yes, ma'am.
Kung tutuusin, hindi na kailangan magbuhat ng kamay, magkaladkad, hilain. Kasi sumama naman pala eh.
After I made it very, very clear that the escalation of yung aking pag-i-insist na sumunod sila sa aking sinasabi na sumakay si Presidente sa eroplano, ay talagang nakita nilang desidido at determinado tayo doon. So,
desidido
in fairness
kayo
naman,
hanggang sa nananakot kayo, nagbabanta kayo, nanghihila na kayo, physical na yung hawak ninyo.
for whatever it's worth, ma'am, wala namang umabot. And I would like to give credit to Attorney Delgra and to the former President na hindi na umabot sa ganong level sapagkat sila naman ay sumunod na, si former President ay sumunod na at sumakay sa eroplano after all those things happened.
Pero napakaliwanag sa ating revised penal code, sa obstruction of justice, napakaliwanag rin sa manual ng PNP na dapat walang force, violence, threat, intimidation, or other means to vitiate the free will of the arrested person. So, bawal pa rin yun, di ba, sa manual ninyo? Bawal talaga yung paggagamit ng dahas, pananakot, pambabanta. Bawal yun eh.
Ma'am, the word there is reasonable force. Ang bottom line ng context ng lahat ng yan ay reasonable force. Kaya
Was it reasonable given that Attorney Delgra was just sitting there and saying that Article 59 should apply? Bawal ba magsalita?
Tapos na yung panahon na yun, ma'am, ng pagkipag-argumento. Sinabi ko rin sa kanila dyan, ma'am, kung hindi nila sinabi dyan sa...
Yun ang nagbigay ng taning. Ba't nagmamadali?
Sa mga video na...
Palagay ko ang mga karapatan walang taning.
Ang sabi ko nga dyan, ma'am, is, again, I will reiterate it to this forum, hindi ito ang lugar para tayo makipag-argumento sa batas. Ito ay panahon na ini-implement namin ang warrant at dapat sumakay na si PRRD sa eroplano. Kung may reklamo kayo, asuntuhin nyo na lang kami. And again, I would like to reiterate that standpoint na I do believe personally that everything that I did was within the ambit of the law, and kung may magreklamo man, kung may mga tao mga nasaktan, they are always welcome to file the appropriate charges in the proper forum, and so that we can discuss about it.
Sa anumang pamamaraan, basta maaresto mo. Parang ganun ang sinasabi.
As long as there is reasonable force, we use reasonable force. And yun nga sinasabi namin kung andito si Senator Bato, alam yan, lecture yan ang force continuum. Yun ang basically force continuum is the one that mandates yung
force continuum mo palapad ng palawak. Sabi ko, di ba sabi mo, ang mission mo, arestuhin lang ang dating Pangulo. Bakit pati si E.S. Medialdea, si Attorney Delgra, hindi naman bahagi ng mission mo yun? Di ba escalation na to ng mission? Lumawak na lang ng lumawak. Pati yung iba, dinamay-damay na wala namang kinalaman doon. Inaresto na, kinaladkad na, tinakot na. Tama ba yun?
Nakita nyo naman, ma'am, si Attorney Delgra palang hinawakan ko, bigla lang pumasok na si Kitty. Lalo na siguro pag andyan sila at pinatayo na ang presidente at dahil na sa plane. Ako naman,
General, sasabihin nyo sa akin, takot ka sa babae.
Escalation of force lang, ma'am, ang tama lang namin. Tama
kahit
lang
sa babae?
Yung appropriate force lang. Yung appropriate force lang. O, delikado
hindi naman
si
PRRD yan Hindi naman yan ang mission order mo. Mission order mo si PRRD, hindi lahat ng kalakip na kalapit niya.
Anyway, ma'am, as I said we'll just, kung may mga gusto magreklamo doon na sa tingin nila ay nalabag ang kanilang mga karapatang pantao, we committed mistakes, let's...
May edad na rin si Attorney Delgra. May sakit si E.S. Medialdea. Tignan mo naman yung nakaharap sa kanila. Kaya ba nilang pigilan kayong mga pulis na arestuhin si PRRD kung ninais ninyo? Tignan naman ninyo itsura.
Yes.
Di ba, libo-libo yan eh. Ang pinagmalaki pa, 7,000 ang handa.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, they actually were successful in preventing us from taking custody of the president for 10 hours. Nung in-escalate na lang namin at inalis na namin sila sa scene, saka pa lang namin nagawa ang aming mission.
Pinagbawalan kami mag-contempt at sinabihan kami na wag na lang. Kaya hahayaan ko na lang kahit labo-labo yung kwento po ninyo. Magtiisan po tayo, pero hindi talaga ako natutuwa dahil hindi nagsasabi ng totoo at iba-iba yung sagot. Napakahirap ng ganito. Dumating nga kayo. Hindi naman pala handa magsabi ng katotohanan. Punta na natin na yung hindi napunta nun dati, Prosecutor Fadulion, nabanggit ni Attorney Delgra yung Article 59. At sinabi ng DOJ, paulit-ulit, na the Rome Statute does not apply. Prosecutor Fadulion seems to think otherwise. Your March 12 certification repeated it not once but twice. And I'd like to know, when did you issue that certification, which is dated March 12, but which you now say is a mistake?
It was issued on March 12, 2025, Madam Chair. Sorry? March 12, 2025, in the afternoon.
So you issued it on March 12. Hindi ba dapat bago ma-aresto?
No, ma'am. The certification is supposed to attest to the fact that the DOJ was there to ensure that the arrest of the former president was done without his rights being violated. We were there. We were personally present when the arrest was made.
Yes, nakita namin sa video.
Opo. So, ito pong certification ay pinagawa po dahil sa kakailanganin daw po ito sa pagdala kay former president or pag-receive sa kanya pagdating po doon sa Hague. That was the reason why
Hindi namin maintindihan kasi March 12 na umaksyon yung DOJ samantalang sinasabi ni Secretary Remulla kanina na siya nag-order. Paano nagkaganon? Yung order nahuli pa sa March 12. Yung aresto March 11.
Let me clarify, Madam Chair. The certification is supposed to certify to the fact that the former president was arrested and his date of arrest was on March 11, 2025. Now, erroneously, it was indicated there as March 12, 2025. The certification that we will be presenting to you later was prepared in the afternoon of March 12 to certify and attest to the fact that the former president had in fact been arrested on March 11, 2025. And this was sent to Ambassador Lacanilao for the purpose of him presenting it when the president reached The Hague.
Okay, we've read the...
Para po makumpleto po or to, how would I say it, to cover all bases that all the requirements that were needed were actually complied with.
Eh, yung pala eh. Mismo yung ating prosecutor, sinasabi yung Article 59 will apply. Bakit dinisregard ninyo, General Torre, nung isinisigaw ni Attorney Delgra yung Article 59? Parang sinabi ninyo na it does not apply, tuloy-tuloy pa rin kayo at binaliwala ninyo yung pakiusap niya yung Article 59.
Ma'am, I always refer the legal issues to the DOJ.
No, nandun ka na eh. Andun na si Attorney Delgra, nakikisuyo na yung Article 59 will apply. Ibig sabihin, magkaroon ng counsel, dalhin sa korte na Pilipino, at yung iba pang mga patakaran na nakasaad dun sa Article 59. Eh sinasabi na nga nung abogado, sinabi pati ng DOJ ngayon, eh bakit binaliwala mo?
That is something that I cannot decide on at that time, ma'am, and the DOJ is there. I refer everything to them. I defer to their legal opinion. And the order has not changed. The order is still bring the president to the plane that will bring him to The Hague.
So yung Article 59, hindi ninyo alam yon. Sa madaling sabi.
I know that it is a legal question, ma'am. That's why I refer it to the DOJ. That's something that I will not decide upon.
I don't see you referring to anyone. Nakita ko talagang sabi nga ninyo, diskarte na ninyo yon kasi nandun ka, ikaw yung lead officer. Eh di dapat desisyonan mo na. Eh wala ka namang sinasabi doon na talagang i-refer mo na natin sa DOJ. Hindi ka na mahuminto ng ganon. Basta tuloy-tuloy ka lang. Parang binaliwala mo nga yung sabing Article 59. Bakit ganon?
There's no change in order at that time, ma'am. So the mission is still the same. Bring the president to The Hague through
Madam
that
Chair.
plane.
Yes, Senator Bato, please.
He has been telling all the time, telling this committee that the order did not change. Kaya nga, pinaklaro ko dito, yung order na yan, galing kay Chief PNP. No? Nadalhin talaga siya sa dahig. Did it ever cross your mind na mag-isip-isip ka? Itong order na ito, legal ba ito? Am I not violating any provision of the Constitution, yung ginagawa kong ito? Kung sinusunod ko itong order na ito? Hindi mo naisip
Since
yan?
the time up to this point, sir, that question never crossed my mind that this could be illegal. First and foremost, the DOJ team is with me. The Prosecutor General is with me. The Chief of the Philippine National Police is with me. So I don't think there's any reason for me to have any doubt on the legality of the order.
How about yung violation sa Bill of Rights na ginawa ninyo?
Again, sir, the DOJ is with me, the Chief PNP is with me, so I really don't have any reason to believe on or question the legality of the order, sir. So I do believe up to this point, since we started this operation, that everything that we did is within the bounds of the law.
Naku, General Torre, dinig na dinig namin, paulit-ulit si Attorney Delgra, Article 59. At nalilito kami, ba't hindi mo tinawagan yung DOJ? Teka, may Article 59 na sinasabi. Abogado ka ba?
Ma'am, speaking of the DOJ, Attorney Fadulion, the Prosecutor General, was there.
Nandun kayo at sinagot ninyo yung sinisigaw ni Attorney Delgra na Article 59 ng Rome Statute po.
We were there, Madam Chair, and we heard everything. Pero if I may be allowed po to put things in proper context, kasi yung tinitingnan po nating video is just a portion or a snippet of what actually happened.
Tagal na po namin iniintay yung buo, pero wala namang ibinibigay.
Ma'am, hindi po. Maari po siguro nating hingin yan dun sa mga kapulisan because meron naman po sila mga body-worn cameras the whole time that the incident...
Matagal na po namin iniintay at hinihingi.
At any rate po, ma'am, if I may, yun nga po, yung nakikita po nating video at ang ipinapakita po ay isang portion lamang po nung nangyari nung buong araw na yon. Now, yung sinasabi po ninyo na if si General Torre exerted unreasonable force, it was not, if you look at that video on its face, kung yun lamang po, it would appear that way. But if you look at how it escalated from the time that they were brought there up until the time that the arrest was effected, you will understand, or we will all begin to understand what it is that actually transpired. Hindi naman po yan sabihin natin na pagpasok po o tuwing pumapasok si General Torre, namimwersa o nananakot o nagbabanta. Marami pong beses at saksi ho kami doon sa pangapakiusap at pagpapasensya ni General Torre the entire time that the warrant was being effected.
Sinasabi po ninyo, Prosecutor Fadulion, naubos na yung pasensya, kaya wala ng karapatan.
Hindi ko po sinasabing naubos yung pasensya. At
parang ganun kasi sabi, gabi na eh. Ang tagal na eh.
Yun ho yung perspective ni General Torre. Pero sinasabi ko po, from an observer's point of view who was there, yung proseso po ay sinunod at mahaba hong panahon ang pinadaan bago po tayo dumating dun sa punto na kinailangan ng gawin ni General Torre na siguro pagsabihan at nung hindi sumunod ay pinusasan si former E.S. Medialdea at para lamang po maihiwalay sila kay former President Duterte na yun ang kanila pong gustong makuha. Kasi po, hindi po nakikita ron na ang sinasabi natin, tumayo lamang naman, naglagay lang naman ng upuan. Hindi po ganun ang nangyari.
Yun ang nakikita sa video eh.
Exactly,
Wala
ma'am.
namang ginamit na dahas, wala namang sigawan, wala namang pagbabanta.
Yes, but prior
Hindi
to
naman tumulak.
prior to that, Madam Chair, there were instances when the things that sina General Torre wanted to do were being impeded. So, I would understand also from the perspective of General Torre, he had a mission that he had to implement and accomplish. He could not do it because of the so many dilatory tactics that were employed. So dumating po dun sa punto na nagkainitan at maintindihan ko rin po na kung kailangan pusasan, dahil po hindi naman ho yun ang ultimate na objective niya. Nakiusap ho muna. Nung hindi po sumagot o tumugod dun sa pakiusap, dun na po umabot sa punto na kailangan na pong pusasan.
If I may, Madam Chair.
Pagkatapos sa posasan, ay sino po yun? Yes, sa Attorney Delgra. Matapos posasan, rinilis naman. Tapos sinakay sa eroplano. Nagtataka ako paano nagkaganon. Ang gulo eh. So, Attorney Delgra, please.
Yes po, Madam Chair. I take exception to the statement PD Padalyon. Yung phrase na it's beyond my pay grade, I heard it from him. I heard it from General Torre and Yusek Nicolas T., whom the first time I met him was inside Villamor Air Base. I also talked to him separately. At I appealed to him. Nakikita niyo muna kung anong ginagawa ni General Torre sa ating presidente. Disrespecting the president, tinatakot, no? We will do it the hard way or the easy way. We have invoking the medical emergency. We have invoking Article 59. At palagi yung sinasabi nitong tatlo na it's beyond their pay grade. Tell me it is not true. Prosecutor General Padulyon, that you told me that.
Yes, Prosecutor,
and then
please.
I asked you, whom will I talk to make sense of all what's happening inside Villamor Air Base? You cannot even tell me the name or any name for that matter na pwede kong kausapin.
May I
And
respond?
that's the reason why I take exception to what he's saying. And to say that may dilatory tactic, alas 2 ng hapon, 3 hours after we arrived there, the plane was not yet ready. So there was no delaying tactic.
Yes, Prosecutor, would you like to respond to Attorney Delgra, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. Attorney Delgra did approach me and asked me if I could ask if it would be arranged that the former president be brought to the veterans. Yun po ang pinakiusap niya sa akin. Pero ang sinabi ko po sa kanya, susubukan ko pong itanong, pero wala po yan. Hindi ko po desisyon yan. Dahil ang trabaho po ng Department of Justice doon ay para po tiyakin na ang karapatan ng dating Pangulo ay maprotektahan. Okay? It is incorrect to say that there were no dilatory tactics. Kasi from the very start po, nung pagdating ng eroplano, nandun pa lang ho sa tube, nagsabi na po sa amin na hindi po sila lalabas kung halimbawa pong wala silang kopya ng warrant. So nung nakuha na ho yung kopya ng warrant, lumabas na po sila at dinala po sila doon sa 250th at kung saan sila pinagpahinga. Nandun na po si Attorney Delgra at that time. There were demands for doctors to be there. PNP had brought in their own doctors. Ang nagiging problema po kasi doon, Madam Chair, is that hindi po pinahihintulutan yung doktor ng PNP na i-counter-check yung findings po ng doktor ng
Nako,
dating Pangulo.
Prosecutor, alam naman ninyo, physician choice ng arrested, hindi ba? Nung
Yes,
tao.
yes, ma'am.
Hindi naman miski sinong doktor, hihatakin mo. Tapos
Hindi po namin sinasabi na ipinagbabawal o hindi ho pinapahintulutan yung dating...
Nagbawal. 3-4 na oras bago pumasok. Pinaliwanag ni Senator Bongo, nag-iintay sila sa labas.
Hindi ma'am, meron ho nakarating na doktor doon right after, I don't know if it was just before lunch or right after lunch. That's as much as I know. Okay? Pero yung sabihin po na wala hong dilatory tactics, sa dami ho ng pakiusap, magmula nung basahan ni General Torre, si dating Pangulo, marami hong pakiusap na mag-uusap po kasama ang mga abogado. And this happened 2 or 3 times already. Of course, we cannot make decisions also on the requests as far as veterans is
Bakit
concerned.
po kayo may deadline?
Wala po kaming deadline, ma'am.
Sabi mo, matagal na eh.
No, sinasabi ko lang, ang sinasabi ko ho, ma'am, is that matagal, yung nakikita natin sa video ay kakapraso lamang. Kung titingnan po natin yung kabuuan na kung ano nangyari, malalaman po natin kung bakit nag-escalate o naging ganun po ang pagtrato o pag-handle ni General Torre nung inaresto niya si E.S. Medialdea.
May deadline ba o may time frame ang pag-aaresto?
Wala naman pong deadline, kaya lamang po ang tawag nito, the former president was already placed under arrest. General Torre had his orders to have him boarded on the plane. And I think that was the one that he was trying to make sure that he was able to implement that particular time. A lot of time had already passed since the time na nabasahan po. And it was only around, 10 o'clock or past 10 o'clock when it was actually implemented.
Naguguluhan lang kami kasi sinabi ni General Torre, we are going. Unang-una, ma'am, ang reglementary period. Mamalasin naman kami kung hindi namin ginawa ang trabaho namin. Despite your stance na hindi ito warrantless arrest, may warrant kayo. Kaya tatanungin ko na naman si General Torre, please, para maliwanagan tayo, ba't kayo nagmamadali na dalhin sa Hague at mababiolate ninyo yung Article 125 of the RPC? Ang ibig ba sabihin nun, warrantless arrest ang ginawa natin?
Ma'am, thank you very much for giving me that chance to clarify that 125 statement. Ang nakalagay, ma'am, sa arrested person and with a warrant, deliver to the judicial authority without delay. Yeah. So, ang sa akin, ma'am, is wala lang tayong yardstick.
Anong po yung binabasa ninyo?
We're stating
yung
that...
Article 125, puro warrantless lang.
Yes, ma'am.
Ano yung reglementary period? Pag warrantless lang, pag may warrant, hindi ganun.
Pag may warrant, ma'am, is to deliver to the judicial authority that issued that warrant without delay talaga yan, ma'am. So, wala akong yardstick kung paano ko i-define ang without delay.
Walang panahon, di
yes,
ba?
ma'am.
Walang reglementary period.
Yes, ma'am.
So, sinasabi ninyo na nung first hearing na sinasabi ninyo may reglementary period, tama
hindi
po
reglementary
ba yun?
period, ma'am. Ginawa lang natin...
Sinabi mo mamalasin tayo pag hindi natin ginawa yung trabaho sa reglementary period. Nanggaling sa iyo eh. Nagulat nga ako
That could be a misstatement that I really thank you for giving me the chance to clarify. Because yung statement sa mga warrant, sa implementation ng warrant, ma'am,
kasi tinanong pa kita, anong reglementary period? Nagulat ako eh. Anong period yon? Tapos sabi mo, Article 125. Nasa transcript po natin, page 205. Arian. So anong kaya ang tama ngayon? Bakit tayo nagmamadali kung wala naman deadline? Ito ay arrest with a warrant. Desisyon na po natin. Naku, Senator Bato, pampresinto na ito. Palagay ko, hindi naman pang general itong mga topic na to. Lalo na yung CIDG pa. You know very well ang Article 125 does not apply to arrests with warrants. Di ba? So, either nagsisinungaling or nag-iiwas. Ano ba talaga? General Torre, please sagutin po ninyo, warrantless arrest ba to na may reglementary period? Or arrest with warrant pero nagmamadali kayo dahil sa isang dahilan na hindi masabi?
Am I going to answer, ma'am? You're asking me a question? Because I'm saying a while ago, and I think I was cut in the middle of the explanation, that I'm using that 125 just as a yardstick on how to I will look at the requirement of unreasonable. There's no reasonable delay supposedly.
Sabi po ninyo, mamalasin tayo. Ayan mo, mamalasin. Did you
without
do that?
delay. which I did. Ang nagbigay ng warrant, ma'am, ay ang ICC. So, hindi man tayo nag-cooperate sa ICC, but we are cooperating with the Interpol. So, we assisted the Interpol in implementing the warrant. And dapat dalhin siya sa judicial authority.
Senator Bato, please.
Alam mo, General Torre, masyadong hirap intindihin yung kuan mo, yung justification mo. Hindi tayo nagko-cooperate sa ICC, pero nag-cooperate sa Interpol. Anong basis ng Interpol, di ba, ang warrant ng ICC? So kung hindi mo na-recognize yung ICC, bakit mo sinunod yung pakiusap ng Interpol? Sabi mo, hindi nyo na-recognize yung ICC.
Sir, for that
bakit mo
question...
sinunod yung request ng Interpol na napakadali lang na masabihin mo na, sorry, Interpol, we cannot implement that because we do not recognize the jurisdiction of ICC over this country.
Sir, may I? Mr. Senator, ang problema ho kasi dyan, 9851 refers to an international tribunal, not necessarily the ICC. So, for us to surrender him to an international tribunal is within the bounds of the law. Ang nangyari po kasi dito, nag-withdraw po tayo sa ICC.
Very clear sinabi mo.
Nag-withdraw po tayo sa ICC, pero hindi po natin nirepeal yung 9851. Kaya ho, andun pa rin po yung kamandag na 9851 para maging basis po ng arrest. Pero kung nag-withdraw tayo sa ICC at nirepeal natin ang 9851, wala po tayong problema. In the same way, na kung hindi tayo nag-withdraw sa ICC, entitled po sa extradition process ang presidente. Pero dahil nawala na po yung treaty with the ICC, ay hindi na po entitled sa extradition process. So yun po talaga yung nangyayari dito.
Kaya nga, you keep on citing RA 9851. Palagi yung sinasabi yan ang basis mo. Pero very clear naman na yung sinunod mo, yung ginawa ninyo ay binayulit ninyo yung konstitusyon. Ay, sabi mo kanina, kung may conflict ang konstitusyon at saka yung statutory law natin, nagpiprevail ang konstitusyon, bakit hindi nyo naisip na sundin ang konstitusyon? Binayulit yung Bill of Rights.
Yung 9851 po kasi, nire-recognize nga po ng 9851 ang International Tribunal. Nire-recognize niya po eh. And it's something that was forgotten in the process of withdrawing from the ICC. Kaya naiwan po yun eh. That's why that option remained for the government to surrender the former president. Pero kung hindi ho tayo nag-withdraw sa ICC, ganun din po, he would have been entitled to Article 59 process of the judicial process. Iba-validate po sa court yung warrant.
Alam mo sir, ito ibabalik ko sa iyo yung sinasabi mo. In July 2023, you mentioned in one of your interviews that if the ICC will come to the Philippines, you will consider it as usurpation of authority of the Philippine government and violation of Philippine laws. What are the laws you have in mind during the interview that might be violated by the ICC?
Kasi pagpapasok ko sila rito at preparesahin nila mag-imbestiga, then they will be usurping the power of the DOJ. Or marami ho talaga ma-violate na usurpation of authority po ang mangyayari dyan. Kaya nga, ano nga ang nangyayari po dito, ang ICC po ay hindi talaga ang kanilang kapangyarihan ay naiwan lamang sa individual at hindi po sa state. Hanggang ngayon po wala silang power over our state. Ang Pilipinas po ay hindi saklaw sa ICC. Dahil nag-withdraw po tayo sa ICC. Pero yun na rin po ang dahilan kung bakit ang Pangulong Duterte ay hindi po kayang i-invoke itong provision ng ICC tungkol sa Article 59 sapagkat nag-withdraw tayo sa ICC, so wala na ho tayong treaty with the ICC. So hindi na ho applicable yun sa atin.
Alam mo sir, ikaw pilit mong hinihiwalay, Madam Chair, yung tao at saka yung state. Di ba? Hinihiwalay mo palagi.
Opo. Kasi may ICJ po eh.
Can you define
kasi ang ICJ po for the state.
Sandali na sir. What is a state? Ano ang elements ng state? Di ba? Ang element ng state is territory, people, sovereignty, ano yung pang-apat? Government. Oh. So yan ang state. Ngayon, bakit mo ihiwala yung population? Diyan sa
Kasi
state na yan.
wala hong power over government
walang state
natin.
kung walang population.
Wala hong power ang ICC over our government.
O kaya
Kasi
nga,
hindi na ho tayo, wala na ho tayong treaty eh.
over our state. Eh,
Kasi nag-withdraw po si President Duterte sa ICC na wala na po ang pwede nilang gamitin na kinakailangan pong dumaan po sa korte dahil nga may treaty. Kaya nga hindi ma-invoke ang extradition eh. Yung nga ho yung naging dilemma rito. Yung naging gamot ay naging problema.
bakit mo sinurrender? Kung hindi nga ma-extradite, isurrender mo
May
pa.
warrant of arrest po eh. May warrant of arrest po over the individual.
Eh, sabi mo naman, hindi natin recognize yung jurisdiction ng ICC. Kung mag-issue sila ng warrant, bakit mo i-implement?
Alam niyo ho, we belong to a community of nations and mahirap na pong talikuran ng ating responsibilidad sa community of nations, especially that we have embraced international humanitarian law through Republic Act 9851.
Mahirap, Madam Chair.
Balikan na lang natin si General Torre, o kung okay, Senator Bato. Yes. Balikan natin kasi yung arrest with a warrant, you know very well na arrest with warrant yung sinasabi ninyo. Alin ba talaga, arrest with warrant o warrantless arrest? Asa na ba tayo? Nalito na ako. Di ko na
We have a warrant,
masundan
ma'am.
Sorry?
We have a warrant.
You have a warrant. But nevertheless, meron kayong sinasabing reglementary period.
Ma'am, I'm just using it as a yardstick to define new requirements sa arrest with warrant na delivery of the arrested person to the judicial authority na nag-issue ng warrant without undue delay.
But in reality po, that yardstick does not exist.
Yes, of course, ma'am.
Kasi wala naman deadline pag meron kang warrant, di ba?
I should have delivered him earlier, ma'am, actually, kung tutuusin.
Oh.
Kung
Bakit
hindi,
earlier pa?
kung hindi ako hinadlangan, ma'am, dapat nadala na kaagad yun sa aeroplano.
Ganun ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Ilan ang aarestuhin ninyo?
Isa lang naman, ma'am.
E.S. Medialdea,
Isa lang naman, ma'am.
sino-sino pa, si Attorney Delgra. What's the real reason then? Kung hindi naman, sinabi ninyo, hindi naman talaga warrantless arrest. Wala naman talagang reglementary period. May warrant kami galing ICC. What's the reason for the rush to The Hague na hindi man ninyo madala sa isang husgadong Pilipino?
As to the nuances of orders higher than
Wala namang order sa time limit eh.
on the
Ang
orders
sabi
given
lang,
to me.
i-aresto, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Wala namang sinasabi ngayon na, now na. Meron bang ganon?
I just executed the orders given to me, which is to arrest him and bring him to the plane that will bring him to the Hague,
Hindi
ma'am.
pa rin yan ang dahilan kung bakit kayo nagmamadali. Ang taas-taas ng blood sugar ng tao, may edad na. Nakikita naman na hilong-hilo na, natulog nga. Ba't nagmamadali-dalin sa Hague yan? Nadali na ninyo arestado na ninyo Ba't pa ninyong pinipilit na bumiyahe na kaagad-agad? What's the real reason? Kasi kung talagang reglementary period does not apply, yardstick lang, ano talaga yung totoong rason at wala nang iba? Di sana sinabi nyo nung unang pagdinig, malinaw naman na lahat ng simula noong unang pagdinig hanggang ngayon, pilit ninyong iniiwasan, sumagot ng totoo. Ano ba talaga yung dahilan na nagmamadali kayo?
Ma'am, I will reiterate my answers a while ago. The position that my mission is just bring him to the plane that will bring him to the Hague. As to the rush, if you consider it as rush,
It is a
I am
rush.
not in the
Kasi
I am
dapat
not
dadalhin
privy.
pa yan sa husgado, di ba?
That is your that is the
No,
if
that is the law, sir.
If that is the impression that was delivered to you, ma'am, ang sa akin lang is those are beyond my competence to answer. Kung sa tingin niyo rush yan, it's not rush. It's something that I have to do na talagang isakay lang sa plane because that is the order that was given to me. As to the other nuances of that order, I may not be able to answer that intelligently or competently.
Yes, baka may maidagdag si Ambassador Lacanilaw. Dahil nandun din kayo, may nakita ba kayo na dahilan kung bakit kailangan pumunta sa The Hague? Total, kayo ang madalas pumunta sa abroad at kinatawan ng Pilipinas. May dahilan ba kung bakit nagmamadali tayo?
Hindi po ako hindi po ako aware o competent para sagutin po yung ganon. Kasi ang sa akin naman ho, ang naging role ko lang yung nung nag-volunteer ako na samahan si former President Muta ICC.
Lahat tayo hindi alam ang dahilan kung bakit nung araw na yon kinailangan talaga isakay at dalhin sa Hague kahit may sakit, kahit may karapatan pumunta sa husgadong Pilipino, kahit hindi pa nakikita ang pamilya, ang doktor, ang abogadong pili, talagang kinakailangan dalhin na talaga sa The Hague.
Ambassador Lacanilaw, I find your answers very misleading eh. Kanina pa, yung sinasabi mo na hindi mo alam na hindi pala siya dinala sa competent court, competent judicial authority. Hindi mo alam. Hanggang ngayon, hindi mo pa rin alam. I'm giving you a chance.
Opo, kung ano po yung, Mr. Senator, kung ano po yung nabanggit ko kanina, yun po.
Nandoon ka the whole time, galing sa tube hanggang doon sa Villamor, nandoon ka. Hindi mo rin alam, hindi mo pa rin alam na hindi siya dinala sa judicial authority.
Yes, Mr. Senator.
Hindi mo alam?
Yes, Mr. Senator.
So you're lying. You're lying. Madam Chair, I move to cite in contempt Ambassador Lacanilaw.
Last chance, hindi mo alam if nilabas sa Villamor si PRRD? Hindi mo alam?
Hindi po, Madam Chair.
Okay, there's a motion to cite you in contempt. I have to affirm. There being no contrary motion, we uphold the motion to cite Ambassador Marcos Lacanilaw in contempt.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm giving you the chance already kanina. Sabi ko nga, ayaw namin gamitin yung power to contempt dito, to cite in contempt, pero halata na nagsinungaling ka.
Nasa dokumento harap-harapan na po. Mahirap naman yung ganito, konting respeto po.
Again, may I clarify again, please? Ma'am, it's an extradition form. That's why the questions are answerable by in another jurisdiction, but not our jurisdiction. So it's very hard to answer something that works in a different manner.
Hindi nga sir, ang tinatanong namin sa kanya is kung nandun man siya the whole time, hindi man niya, alam niya na hindi dinala si President Duterte sa isang competent court. Tapos sabihin niya, hindi niya alam.
Kaya ho nag-suffice.
Siya nga nagsabi na siya nag-oversee sa operation. Tapos hindi niya alam na kung dinala o hindi.
I hope we can reconsider the contempt citing. Because, sir, kaya ho nag-suffice a certification of
Kanina
Prosecutor
pa kami
General.
nagre-reconsider, Secretary Boying.
Pero kaya ho nag-suffice sa ICC. Kaya tinanggap nila yung certification po ng DOJ is because under their system of government, under the system of the ICC, ang prosecutor is competent judicial authority. That's why it's very foreign to Ambassador Lacanilaw. Hindi naman ho madaling malaman yan until ho pinaliwanag yan ni Justice Ascuna sa atin.
Ay,
hindi magkaiba po talaga ang pagtingin.
Hindi naman kailangan maliwanagan national. Sabi naman national ang liwanag naman po nun. Balikan na lang natin si General Torre. General Torre, ano ba talaga yung dahilan kung bakit nagmamadali? Sinabi mo na hindi naman...
Madam Chair, you have ruled already the citing contempt. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, if
yes,
you may...
the ambassador is cited in contempt. I'm sorry. Yes, General Torre, please, we'd like you to be a little bit more forthright and straightforward. What is the real reason for the rush? You yourself said this was an arrest with a warrant. Therefore, no reglementary period as articulated by Article 125 applies. Bakit kayo nagmamadali? Eto nga, may sakit yung tao.
Ma'am, I don't have that impression na nagmamadali ako. I waited for 12 hours. I worked for 12 hours to make sure that he boards on the plane. Yung purpose namin is to bring him to the plane because that's the order. That's my order and that's my mission. So,
Who gave
hindi
you the
ako
order?
Sir,
Who gave you the order?
the Chief of the Philippine National Police, sir.
The Chief PNP. You are giving orders to the CIDG. Who gave you that order?
Sir, I'll invoke my executive privilege.
Bakit executive privilege po? Paano naging executive privilege po? Nangyari na, tapos na eh. Sino nag-order
Ano yung tanong, ma'am?
po?
Can I know the question? Kasi before we continue, ma'am, I'd like to ask for the consideration of the body because can we have a 2 minutes break so I can just whisper it to you?
I'll give you the break very, very shortly, but in the meantime, can we just finish with Senator Bato's query? Oo, tapusin lang po natin, tapos mag-break po tayo. Okay, si Senator Bato, please. May tinatanong yata siya kay Chief PNP. At ito ay may kinalaman sa chain of command lang naman. Pakaliwanag. Sinabi na naman ni DOJ.
That's executive privilege po. Basta usapan na po within the executive department. Hindi na ho namin pwedeng ilabas dito. I think those matters are matter of executive privilege.
Maliwanag.
The decision-making process of the executive department, especially on the top level, kasama na po kami, ay executive privilege. But I have gone as far as saying, I gave the clearance.
Yes, you have.
Clearance, but not the order.
Well, it can be interpreted both ways, sir.
Well, klaruhin natin, sir. You gave the order or you gave the clearance
I gave the clearance to the SILG.
to the SILG?
Yes.
So meaning the SILG was the one who gave the orders to the Chief PNP?
Well, that's why we are citing executive privilege, because we do not want to be drawn into this long discussion.
Yes, I'm sorry it's so long, but it's also because certain witnesses have been so evasive. Arresting the president or the former president is not a quintessential and non-delegable power of the president, di ba? Yun ang maliwanag sa Senate versus Ermita. Wala namang information that's not available elsewhere. Kasi pinag-usapan na ni General Torre na nautusan siya ni Chief PNP. So, ano yung problema sa executive privilege dito? Hindi naman kayo military o diplomatic corps, hindi naman diplomatic communications to ng Pilipinas at ICC. Wala naman kaming tinatanong sa ganon. Bakit hindi masagot yan? Maliwanag naman po yung Supreme Court at may limitasyon naman yung executive privilege. Tinatanong lang, sino nag-utos? Paano ba?
Ano kasi, decision-making process po ng executive department ay mahirap pong ilabas lahat ng nangyayari. Ito yung purpose ng executive privilege. That's the purpose, that's the reason why this doctrine was ruled, was drawn by the Supreme Court in the different cases. Kasi
Yes,
ito
right.
ang internal deliberations po ng cabinet at top level leadership ay hindi po talaga pinag-uusapan. I think that we should give it to each other. Yung caucus po ng Senate, hindi po pinag-uusapan yan. I was once as chief of staff, I witnessed a caucus of the senators, but I never spoke about it my whole life because that is the way it works.
In Senate
Kasi kung meron po naging
Secretary Remulla, in Senate versus Ermita, it's very clear that General Torre is not covered by the claim of executive privilege. Arresting a person is not a quintessential and non-delegable power of the president. It's very clear. He's not a cabinet member. He's not even the chief PNP. And it's not like this information isn't available elsewhere.
And if it's available elsewhere, then we do not need the answer from him, Madam Senator.
We will let it go. Partida na lang. Marami tayong linggo na binigay ito. Pero sana mabigyan ninyo kami ng konting linaw kung bakit nagmamadali tayo ilabas ang dating Pangulo.
Madam Chair, ang sa akin lang ito, gusto ko bigyan ng DN is not really on the arrest. Yung pagbiyahe talaga, yung pagsakay ng eroplano, dinala sa dahig. Okay lang arrestuhin nyo. Dalhin ninyo sa competent court. Isurrender nyo sa RTC. Ipakulong ninyo dyan sa krami. Pero yung dinala, sinakay kaagad sa eroplano, very much premeditated na plano, kaya gusto naman.
Which should not be discussed in the open at all.
Executive session?
I do not believe in executive sessions, sir, because
Yes.
I've experienced it here and in the House. Habang nag-executive session, may lumalabas na information, kaya wag na lang po.
But you requested for a 2-minute suspension. We hereby
Yes, yes.
suspend
Please,
for 2
please.
minutes for biological and other matters the hearing.